Hi, Cultivating Literacy families. Today I'm going to teach you another vocabulary strategy. Vocabulary is studying a word and what that word means and how that word is used. This strategy is going to be about how to choose a few words to introduce to your child before story time. I'm going to model this strategy by using the book Leaf Man by Lois Ehlert. This is a wonderful story that you should check out. Before story time, there might be a couple of minutes that you could use to teach your child a few new words. Previously, we've talked about how to teach those words by using a 4-part strategy. First, say the word. Then, ask your child what they already know. Show the word and an illustration and provide a quick kid-friendly definition. Then, have your child say the word aloud with you. Before you use that strategy, you would want to choose a couple of words to introduce to your child before story time begins. So before you begin story time, take a quick moment and take a peek into the book. A helpful way to choose words is to think about what is the topic of the book. In this case, it's all about leaves in the fall. And I can confirm that as I peek through the book and see the colors of the leaves. You also might want to think about what words your child may not already know and what words would be helpful for them to know as they listen to the story. There might also be some important conversational words included in the story that you can teach your child as well. For the purpose of this lesson, I'm going to choose words based on the topic that would be important for your child to know when they're listening. For example, the word blue. The wind blows in the story and moves the leaves from place to place. I'm going to choose the word blue, B-L-E-W, blue, because throughout the entire story, the leaves are moving from place to place. So before I begin the story, I'm going to introduce the word blue to the child. 2 other words I chose were based on the places where the leaves land. Throughout this story, the leaves are landing in different places. Some of those places are prairie, meadows. You can see in the illustration they're nice and yellow, flat and jaggedy because of maybe wheat and grass. And then the word orchards. Orchards are areas filled with trees. I'm choosing 3 words to introduce before the story time. I don't want to pick too many as it might overwhelm the children or whomever I'm teaching. Focusing on a couple of words for the first story time is a great idea. If you want to revisit the book, pick maybe a couple more words to introduce to your child. I chose those 3 words, blue, prairie, and orchard, based on the story and what I thought would be helpful for the child to learn. Throughout the story, the wind is blowing, and throughout the story, the leaves are moving to different places. I chose prairie meadows and orchard because I felt like those might be words that the child could potentially not be as familiar with. I hope this strategy was helpful in choosing words to introduce to your child before story time. Happy reading.